I'm Melinda Epler.
I'm Wayne Sutton, and we're the founders of Change Catalyst. We empower inclusive and sustainable innovation globally.
Welcome to this series sponsored by Women Tech Makers, Google's program that provides visibility, community, and resources for women in technology. Together, we're helping tech hubs to develop more inclusive cultures, programs, and spaces.
Spaces can create a positive or negative experience for people in your community. Without conscious and intentional design, your space can be welcoming or intimidating or even threatening. If you manage a dedicated space, or if you're using a space for your community to meet, consider how inclusive the environment is for everyone.
Accessibility. This is a big one that starts before you even get to the front door. Some questions to ask yourself include, is your location accessible to public transit? The further away you are from public transit, the harder you will have to work to invite people with disabilities to your programs.
Do you have accessible entrances in restrooms and kitchens? Will someone who is blind or in a wheelchair be able to access directional signage in your facility? Do your events have accessible signs, aisles, and seats?
And of course, is your website accessible? We did an accessibility audit for a client and found that the register button on their event site wasn't accessible to people who are blind. Make sure that people of all backgrounds can access your site.
Decor, from the paintings on the wall, furniture, carpet colors, or wall color, how you design your physical space matters. Seek input from your hub's diverse community while creating an experience to allow everyone to be themselves and productive.
Make sure to look at the design through the lens of gender, race, ethnicity, religion, sexual preference, age, ability, and socioeconomic status. And while many restrooms traditionally have been male or female, consider creating a gender-inclusive or gender-neutral restroom. This allows transgender and gender non-binary people to safely use the restrooms.
It also allows people with disabilities to have a caretaker of a different gender assist them in the restrooms. It takes a little getting used to at first, but in a short amount of time, it will become the new normal, and many will find it a huge relief. Different religions require different prayer times. Be sure to offer people a safe space to practice their religion.
Additionally, many people thrive when they meditate during the day. These spaces can be offered for quiet meditation as well. Women who are breastfeeding need a safe, quiet, clean, and private space to pump breast milk several times a day. This should be as comfortable as possible and absolutely not in the restroom.
This room should have a lock, a microwave, a refrigerator where moms can store breast milk, offer water, and have a comfortable seat and an outlet. Ideally, it's also near a source of both hot and cold water for washing the hands, pump attachment, and milk collection containers.
There's a huge return on investment here as you'll reduce turnover rates and absenteeism significantly and have happier, more productive members of the community.
Providing childcare opportunities to parents shows that you value their family's well-being and personal life.
Studies have shown repeatedly that childcare in the workplace improves productivity, attracts and retains employees or co-working teams, reduces absenteeism, and provides overall happiness and relief for parents.
If you can't offer childcare, consider offering childcare reimbursements. Often childcare centers are far from tech hubs. If this is the case in your community, consider becoming an advocate for bringing childcare centers closer to your facility.
As an inclusive physical space, your code of conduct is your law of the land that signals accountability and that you value and care about the well-being of your community. Display your code of conduct in central areas accessible to everyone.
Provide responsible ways for your community to report any behavior that does not align with your code of conduct.
Include your legal team and inclusion community on the process of creating disciplinary methods if anyone gets out of line.
The code of conduct is your enforcer and the face of your organization values that you care about. To get started with creating a code of conduct, visit the links below.
If you offer free food in your kitchen or at events, or you have a cafe or even vending machines, make sure you include food that addresses community needs. That means offering vegetarian, vegan, halal, kosher, and gluten-free foods. Additionally, survey your community for ongoing dietary needs.
For more information about Women Tech Makers and Change Catalyst, see the links below.
And share this series with your community. Let's work together to create inclusive tech hubs around the world.